Hello everyone, my name is SeaNanners, and I am having the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Yeah, woo! Let's get pumped. I don't know why I did that, I apologize. And surprise, surprise, more Call of Duty. I don't know if you guys are ever gonna get tired of Call of Duty. If you guys want to see other games, let me know, because I myself, I don't know. I mean, I kind of play this game for you guys, to be honest. I mean, at this point, it's like, man, I have just exhausted all of my energy when it comes to this game. But I figured this match would be fun because, in contrast to the last match, which is very sneaky and very, flawless, this is me trying to get as many kills as I can. And I think it's like I get like 4 choppers and get a quad grenade at some point, and just there's a lot of death. There's a lot of death on my part and the other team. But frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. In that, I don't think it really matters. And I'm kind of at the point where I won't. I mean, I'm not gonna watch a video because it got a ton of kills or the KDR is ridiculous. I mean, I just don't care. I think it comes down to what somebody has to say. I mean, if you guys want to know how to put together a successful commentary, I mean, just enjoy yourself. Talk about things that you enjoy talking about, and everything will fall into place. I don't think that there's any need for this notion of being some sort of professional gamer. I don't think it really matters. I mean, like, I don't consider myself, like pro. Oh my God, I'm so good. And anything in my life, I always try to maintain modesty. There is absolutely no reason to get, high and mighty on oneself, whether that be a video game, or whether that be, I don't know, anything. I think that anything in one's life, I personally think, should be modesty comes first. Any person that is exuding themselves beyond some sort of normalcy is ridiculous. The reason people don't like douchebags is because douchebags tend to lose touch with reality. And the reality is, this is a video game, and I'm having fun. But that's not important. What I want to talk about is women. Ooh, lordy, I got a ton of questions regarding women. Man, you guys had I mean, like, I'm really glad you guys came to me. I felt like really honored that you guys would want to see, what exactly my insight would be in regards to the breastages. And I don't mean to be demeaning, but I mean, I'm sure you guys catch my drift. But I myself, I'm not a playboy. I'm not running around boinking like there's no tomorrow. I'm a relationship guy, but I'm gonna try to offer my 2 cents with a lot of the questions you guys had. And oddly enough, it seemed like a lot of the questions were centered around pining for women. A lot of you guys were wanting to know how to capture a woman's heart. And I don't know. I mean, in the last commentary, I talked more about food, but I think there were. I mean, I briefly spoke upon the topic that it's really impressive to a woman to know how to cook as a guy. I mean, like, it's nice to, when a woman approaches you, it's like, look, I'm not a slob. I know how to take care of myself. I know how to take care of you. And ultimately, that is something that a woman is going to be attracted to. And basically, I wanted to talk about the notion of pining for a woman because I think it's fair to assume that we've all been there. There's been that there's been that girl where we're just like drop dead. I mean, head over heels over. And I've been there. I'm sure most of you guys have been there. And the lesson I've learned is that you never want to be in a position where you're pining over a woman, where you're just like, oh, I wish they would feel this way about me, or I wish this, or I wish that. And it's always good, and my personal feeling is never push yourself in a position where you're in some sort of like dream-like state, in that you need to focus on the reality, in that if a woman is super attracted, it's reasonable that you're attracted to her, be like, wow, and that's fine. It's human nature to be attracted to people that are attractive. I mean, that sounds kind of repetitive and duh. But I think it's important to be realistic about a situation, in that know who you are in the attractive spectrum. If you're somebody that is super attractive, you have the pick of the litter. You can make any decision you want, and that's just how it is. It's a little unfair, but it's how life works. I mean, like, if you're smart, you're going to succeed in situations where intelligence matters, and I think the same applies for being attracted to somebody else. If you're attractive, it's going to be much easier for you to find somebody. But of course, you have to be realistic with how attractive you are as a person. If you're just a normal Joe, I'm not saying you're like obese or whatever, but the problem I think arises with this whole notion of pining is when somebody tries to shoot beyond their level. In that, if you're, and I hate to use numbers because I think numbers are just kind of stupid, but if you're like a 5, you shouldn't be going for a 10. And I wish I had a better way to describe that. But the whole situation gets very disappointing in that you need to be realistic about a situation. If there's some girl in your class and you're just like, oh my god, I cannot formulate a sentence around this person because they're so amazing. You need to just, as hard as it is, just stay away from that person because that's going to bring you nothing but angst. You don't ever want to be angst. You want to be very realistic about a situation. You need to find somebody that is as attractive as you are. You don't want to shoot beyond your limits. You're not the notorious B.I.G. You're not going to be sitting in a hot tub with the ladies. You need to be realistic. I think realistic is the key word for this particular conversation. And ultimately, I think it comes down to feeling out a situation. Like, for instance, a lot of you guys were asking, you know, how do I know if a girl likes me? Maybe she's just stringing me on. I mean, what's the situation? What do I do? And the number one way to know if a girl likes you is, you know, pay attention to body language, pay attention to the things she says, pay attention to the quad. Be really receptive to the particular situation at hand. And I assume it would probably be better if I gave you an example. In that I was at the mall a little while ago, and I was shopping for, I don't remember what it was. I think I was looking for wallpaper to put behind me when I was doing like a vlog type entry from a channel. I didn't find anything, but I'd stumbled upon a store that was basically like a paper store, and I had a conversation with it was myself and the girl that was working at the time, and it was really weird because I couldn't understand why, like my brain couldn't understand why she was so nervous. Like she was saying really weird things, and it didn't occur to me because my mind has been so centered around getting my life to where it needs to be, i.e. work and you know, money situations. So women haven't really been taking the forefront on things that are you know, that I'm focused on. You know, having a girlfriend at this point in my life, not important. But anyways, she'd been very nervous, and it was weird at the time. Like I had to kind of do like a double take. I was like, why am I upsetting her? What's going on? And I didn't realize that, similar to how, you know, most guys would be around girls, like when you're attracted or you like somebody, you say dumb things, you get kind of nervous, you clam up. And you gotta pay attention. If you want to know if a girl's into you, you basically pay attention to what she says in her body language. If she's saying things like, you know, you're such a great friend and I can always rely on you for advice, you need to just walk away. Some girls have this bad habit of just stringing guys on because they know that you're going to be there regardless. Never put yourself in a situation where you're gonna be used and abused. And ultimately, that's about it. Hopefully you found some of this information insightful and or helpful. But guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'm going to go play some Nazi zombies. And I will catch you guys later.